to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now.
And I think the ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills
though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills. These guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 71 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are once again back in front. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's Howell. He completes this to Walker. Powers through. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Howell going to go for it. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Purdy from the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk from 6 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell rolling to his right. And Walker has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Howell down to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Howell. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Howell from the gun. He'll get that to Charbonnet. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Running left is Walker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Howell will throw it. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Leonard Floyd drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Here's Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Now he'll look to throw it. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Myers' kick is good, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Final play of the half. Purdy flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
And down to the 36-yard line here. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Shotgun now with Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And across Takes the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk with his second touchdown of the night. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, Purdy. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the Seahawks will bring the offense back onto the field, and they'll go for 2. Powell throwing for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 135 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Purdy now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Powell. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And some room to work. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 38 yards on the scamper there. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
10 more there and another 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he will have a Niners 1st down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Purdy on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 75 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. Here's Howell. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside